Imagine you work as a business owner serving or giving an offering to your client. Now, one offering per client, which means you work one-on-one with a particular client. Some months you might get 3 clients, some months you might work with 5 or 6 clients, only to realize that the moment any one of these clients drop, your heartbeat starts dropping too. Hi, I am Coach Saakshi, and my job as a business coach is to help you scale your business and make your business a premium brand. While most of the business owners make this mistake of offering main service as their core service and do not look at any other sides as if they don't have anything else to sell. And when I question these business owners as to why don't they diversify their revenue streams, there is a big question mark that they have on their face. So in order to come out of this problem of not being able to diversify your revenue streams, I have designed this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you few strategies in which you can ensure that there are different streams of revenues for your single business. So let's just dive deep into it and understand how you can have multiple resources or multiple sources of revenue and how you can create income as much as 1 to 5 lakhs per month. So let's just get started. The first thing that you need to understand here is that having revenue only from one stream is like drinking water from a well continuously. Now you will say that the well won't finish so soon. I agree to it. But then pulling water out from a well is a tedious effort. What if the functioning fails for a single day? What if the motor doesn't work? For that particular day, you won't be drinking water. And what if this continues? From where do you get the water? The same way, if your business is not generating continuous revenues from different streams, it becomes difficult to manage the inflow and outflow of cash because of the dynamics in market, because of the dynamics within the company of employees being there or leaving the space. These all dynamics decide whether the cash will be present or whether you need extra cash for your business to grow. Now, since cash flow is an important aspect, it is also necessary to understand that to build this cash flow consistently, you need consistent sources of income. In most of my videos, I have talked about how you can create lead generation systems that are more predictable, how you can create business models that are more predictable, how you can create predictable sales models, and not only that, how you can create data-based decisions. But apart from that, the basic thing that gets attached to a business is what kind of service are you providing to a client. I have asked many companies, many service business owners where they give me one particular service as their core service. For example, if I ask a digital marketing company, they'll be like, we offer services into digital marketing, right? Now they are not bifurcating their revenue streams. They are not saying, okay, we have different packages for email campaigns, we have different packages for your WhatsApp campaigns or automation or building of landing pages, etc, etc. Most of them sell it as a full package and they finish it off for a person. If at all a client says that I want less services for that particular client, they are agreeing most of it to customize the service for them. But then again, this is not actually helping because you are not building an expertise around different revenue streams. Now, the way to do this is very simple. Create some frameworks that allow you to generate revenues from multiple points. For example, if I talk about creating programs that work well with a common public, well, the first step could be creating a DIY program. That is a DIY activity, a DIY event, a DIY analysis, anything that a client can do by themselves. Although they will do by themselves, but you can charge good if that particular product or if that particular service is offering a value. For example, if you create a e-learning course, you can charge as round as from 3,000 to 5,000 rupees per client. And out of these 5,000 rupees, if you multiply it by even getting 100 clients, you can imagine the money that's flowing in just because of this particular course. Okay. The same way, you can also have another way of generating revenue, that is by having group programs. You can do group activities, group events, group systems where you teach, right? There could be instructor-led programs where instructors from your company are coming forward and they are teaching something to everyone, to their clients, to teach them how to solve their problem, right? Now these events are again charged at a good price, and if they are one-on-one, you can charge again somewhere between 5,000 to 15,000 per event, and it could be at a time span of 1 day, 2 day or maximum 3 day events. Now once you're creating these, again you are generating revenue that you have never thought about. Maybe your one training session, or maybe your one demo session, or maybe your one creation session or strategy session is charged for somewhere 2,500. If you take it for 3 days, you're spending somewhere around 7,000, right? If you multiply that by 50 clients, imagine the money that's flowing in your business. So always money can flow in from different streams. You move to another layer where you start charging premium, you start charging more for the more time you're giving, for more attention that you're giving. You can have programs, you can have coachings, you can have consultations, you can have creation exercises, you can have development if you are a software company, and you take these projects for 90 days, 6 months, 1 year, where your price range can again be from 30,000 to 60,000 to 1 lakh. It can vary, and out of these price ranges, if you have certain clients who are ready to pay you 30,000, if you have certain clients who are ready to pay you 1 lakh, again calculate the revenue that you might be getting out of this. And now the last thing, most of the people don't do this, thinking that their businesses are smaller. They don't have the capacity to do such kind of things. They normally neglect it, right? But then doing an annual event with your clients and with your team members as an event where everyone comes together, everyone enjoys, everyone learns, you showcase new features of your product or services, you create events, okay? And when these events are created, the idea is not to sell the tickets in the events, but the idea is to make a successful sale during the event, where you launch your new products, you launch your new services, you launch your new features, or you launch retention of the existing clients, where your team members themselves are present to convince your client. They can just talk on the spot and close the deals. Now these deals could be of 2 lakhs, it could be of 3 lakhs, it could be of 5 lakhs, depending what is your capacity as a business to offer to your client, and what is it that your client actually wants. Once this is decided, and even if you close 1 to 2 leads in that event, or maybe 3 leads, and you do an event per quarter or you do an event per year, you know how much money you are making. I hope this has opened up some thought channels for you, where you have tried to understand that okay, only one product or service is not going to help me survive or sustain. For sustenance, I will need multiple options, right? Some of the business owners also choose passive income options, creating books, hosting podcasts, doing stuff that can bring in passive income. You just have to do once, and the income follows. Even passive income is a very good source of earning income. So a lot of things are there which can actually start giving you passive income, where you actually don't work every single day for that particular thing, but your sales automatically happen just because of the automation that you have set up, just because of the marketing that you are doing, just because of the nurturing that you are doing. Once the leads have come, a lot can actually be done. So now that you know that there are multiple revenue sources that you can generate for your business, it's time to generate these sources for your own business. Ask yourself, what is the least value service that I can provide? What should be the amount? What should be the service? For whom this service should be? Same way, the next level. What could be the next level that I can offer my clients, where there is a 3-day support, a 5-day support, a 10-day support, something which completes in 15 days or 1 month, which doesn't cost so much. But then for you, it's a revenue generation option, because many of the people who don't rely towards you at the very first go to become your premium client will actually get a ladder step to mark you as a credible person, to mark you as an authoritative person in your industry. And then slowly they'll start understanding the functioning, they'll start understanding the prices, and they'll also start understanding the pattern in which your company works. Maybe they like it and they get converted into premium clients. So when we know that every product or offering that we offer is actually a step ahead for the ladder to reach towards premium clientele, if you have this thought process in your business, not only will you generate revenue more than the current revenue, you will have different streams of revenue as well, where you are not dependent on one particular category of client or one particular closure to happen so that you can give the salaries. But You will also have a continuous cycle of people where people trust you with process 1. There are some people who trust you with process 2. There are some people that trust you with process 3 or category 3 services, and slowly they reach to the premium level. Now this journey could be of 15 days, this journey could be of 6 months. But ultimately your pipeline is always filled. You're getting multiple options to earn. You're getting a lot more revenue than you would have got if you were only selling one-on-one services. I hope this video has opened up your broad thinking perspectives where you can think more on how you can generate multiple revenue options. But apart from this, there's also something that can help you do this much more faster. If you're already selling some services right now, you have the numbers in hand, you know how you are generating lead, you have the data in hand. Even if you just know that I am generating 500 leads and there are 5 clients that I have, even that much data if you have about your business, just go in the description box, click on the link where we have a link for you for a free AI powered business audit that's done on our own AI Biz platform. This platform enables business owners to make smart decisions within a fraction of seconds, because the kind of data that you enter generates an audit report for business, and not only that, it also helps you decide the next 3 steps that you should do in your business to gain revenue at a faster pace. Now, if you want to do this, do it right away. Just go down in the description box, click the link, and I'll see you on the other end.